The Young and the Restless spoilers next week, June 17th to 21st, 2024. The struggles and secrets of Genoa City, Tucker's tumor, Connor's crisis, and Tracy's new hope. Tucker McCall had been experiencing severe headaches and bouts of dizziness for weeks, but his stubborn nature kept him from seeking medical help until the pain became unbearable. One evening, as he was meeting with his assistant and Audra Charles, he clutched his head in agony and collapsed onto the sofa, unable to hide his suffering any longer. His assistant immediately called for help, and Tucker was rushed to the hospital. The doctors conducted a battery of tests, including MRI and CT scans, to determine the cause of Tucker's pain. The diagnosis was grim: Tucker had a brain tumor, and it needed to be surgically removed as soon as possible. The news hit hard. The surgery was risky, but without it, Tucker's condition would only worsen. The weight of this reality was heavy, but Tucker tried to maintain his composure, even as his mind raced with the implications. Audra, however, was not convinced. She had been growing increasingly frustrated with Tucker, suspecting that his illness was just another ploy to delay the transfer of Glissade. When the doctors delivered the diagnosis, she coldly accused him of using his condition as an excuse. "You're just trying to buy more time, Tucker," she spat. "This is just another one of your schemes." Tucker's face contorted with a mix of pain and frustration. "Audra, this is real," he said through gritted teeth. "I'm not making this up." But Audra had had enough. Her patience worn thin, she stormed out of the hospital, not looking back. She was determined to secure Glissade on her own terms, even if it meant severing ties with Tucker. Meanwhile, at a mental health facility across town, Connor Newman was having his own crisis. Confined within the sterile walls of the institution, he felt trapped and misunderstood. The label of being a mental health patient weighed heavily on him, and he yearned for the familiarity and comfort of home. His frustration boiled over one afternoon, and he began shouting at the staff, demanding to be released. "I'm not crazy," Connor screamed, tears streaming down his face. "I don't belong here." Adam Newman, desperate to help his son, had been in constant contact with Victor Newman, seeking advice and support. Victor, always ready to take charge, insisted that Connor be brought home. "Bring him home, Adam," Victor commanded. "We'll get the best specialists to treat him here. Money is no object." But Adam was conflicted. He knew that Connor needed professional help, and he wasn't sure if home was the right environment for him right now. The argument between Adam and Victor grew heated, each of them wanting what was best for Connor but unable to agree on the best course of action. Victor, with his relentless determination, and Adam, with his deep paternal concern, clashed over how to handle the delicate situation. As tensions flared in the Newman family, a surprising development was unfolding elsewhere in Genoa City. Alan, a charming and considerate man, had been quietly harboring feelings for Tracy Abbott for some time. Tracy, who had been through her own emotional turmoil since her breakup with Kane, had built a wall around her heart. But Alan's persistence and genuine affection began to break through her defenses. One evening, Alan asked Tracy out for dinner. Hesitant at first, Tracy eventually agreed, and they spent a magical evening together. They dined at an elegant restaurant, shared stories and laughter, and for the first time in a long while, Tracy felt the warmth of true companionship. The evening was a turning point for her, a reminder that love and happiness were still possible. As they walked along the river after dinner, Alan gently took Tracy's hand. "I've admired you for a long time, Tracy," he confessed. "You deserve all the happiness in the world." Tracy smiled, feeling a spark of hope reignite within her. "Thank you, Alan," she said softly. "I think I'm finally ready to believe that again." Back at the hospital, Tucker prepared for his surgery with a heavy heart. The fear of what lay ahead was palpable, but he was determined to fight. He knew that his future, and the future of Glissade, hung in the balance. Meanwhile, Audra, still seething with anger, plotted her next move, determined to wrest control of the company from Tucker's grasp. In the Newman household, the debate over Connor's treatment continued. Adam, despite his reservations, decided to bring Connor home, hoping that the familiar environment would provide the comfort and stability his son so desperately needed. Victor immediately began arranging for top-tier specialists to visit their home, determined to give Connor the best care possible.